Hello everybody, I'm Vicki. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to work on the cover piece for my Woodland Creatures and Mushrooms journal. I'm going to adhere that on there, and then just while I was sick, I was watching videos and I saw someone doing these. She'd make these, several of them, and she'd keep them for when she had a journal ready, and then she'd finish them off. So this is just piece of, I think it's cardstock with a piece of regular paper glued to it. So it's not real thick. But if you wanted to use something like a cereal box or something as your base and then cover it, it'd be perfect. So these are my pieces. I worked on it yesterday. I started with no real, all I knew is I wanted these animals on there. Then I found this in my scrapbook, my digital scrapbook file. And I thought, let me make it bigger and put that on there. And so that's how that became. So I'm going to start gluing these on. Well, I'm not going to start gluing them on. I could start with a couple pieces, but I want to do the layout. This will be cut off at some point. I was thinking that at an angle, this straight, and then just put these on there. I wanted the bear. Maybe I could move that over. I got to get it how I want it. I've kind of been playing with it, but then you kind of get another idea. I had these two, but that one just wasn't working. So I thought I could put that one there. The owl was going here. The turtle I didn't know, so I was just going to somehow put him up here. May have to move that to get him there. Then I had the fox I thought would come here. This was cut off of a page. You will see that bear on a page in the journal. That was some grass or something. So to cover that up, just put the fox there. I have this little skunk that can maybe go over here. I just want to have a variety of the animals on here. A little hedgehog. Let's see, hedgehog can go here. I've already inked everything, so I wouldn't have to go through all that. Just to have these on here. And I was thinking of another mushroom. Maybe put that one there. That one needs to go up. We need to see it. I think I'm going to take a picture of that, so I'll remember what I was doing. Whoa. Camera. And refer to it. It's the best thing to do when you're not sure of something and not sure if you'll remember. Whoops. There. I want that where I can see it. Okay, everything off. Let me see. This needs to go just like that. Now, let me look at it to see how close I can come. The glue stick. I've never made a journal cover with this type. I've usually glued everything right onto the cover. So this is going there. Hopefully I'll remember. So I've just about got the journal done. I'm still tweaking. I may be adding things down the road. I'll make something and think, well, that'll work good in that journal. And then I'll get it out and put it in there. Okay, so kind of like so. Somehow that felt dry. Like it didn't have a whole lot of glue on it. Get my little towel. I think that'll be fine. Oh, guess what? We didn't put the piece under it. So let's see. We glue about down to there. You got to remember when you're layering to get everything on there. Okay, this is kind of over this way a little bit. Okay, good. Now we can smooth it back down. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that off so that it doesn't, oops, look weird while I'm working. Son-in-law. Okay. Now, we have the owl and the turtle. Those look good. The deer. And this. Well, it looks like that's over a little further than I had it. So much for the picture, right? Okay, regroup. The bear is going to still go here. This mushroom can still go there. Okay, with that here. The fox can still be here. The skunk here. And this little guy, doesn't matter if they overlap, that's fine. So let's just put this on next. That's probably the safest way. Because this, at the end, it's going to be what it is. How about that? And then I'm just going to go ahead and put the deer right on down there. Oh, those little legs. Imagine all the fussy cutting. I had different sizes. Had to cut them out to see how they were going to be. Okay, that's good right there. I'm going to go ahead with the bear, but keep the mushroom. Maybe I'll put the glue on the mushroom to have it ready. Okay, and the bear. Okie dokie. I'll be so glad to finish up this project. Okay, where is he going? Right there. And the mushroom can go right there. Like so. I mean, it's pretty close. Whoops. To what I had. That's the thing. When you start gluing, things always don't land where you wanted them to. So you have to work with it. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and configure again. Okay, he can go there. This one here. This little guy. He can cover up a foot, you know. I don't think I'm going to want to add anything else after this. This is going to be it. Okay, there he goes. The fox can go next. Okay. Kind of like right there. And then this. We'll go ahead before I smash them down. Okay, don't need that. Okay, not too bad. I like it. I mean, I started out completely one way. I mean, I knew I was going to use this board, and I knew I wanted the animals, but I didn't have all of the animals. I just had some. That's, oh, I can put this on there. Oh, let me get that on there. I didn't know. I didn't want it to be too sparse. So I just had to think it through. That's kind of how it goes usually. You start it, then the ideas start flowing. I mean, you know, it took a couple hours. It's not something you want to do on a video, because you keep changing your mind, adding something else. You just all of a sudden become creative. That creative spark just starts going. And the little turtle. It's full of glue. Okay, now that's cute. Now, I have a bee. Do I need to add a bee? Can we live without the bee? Oh, the bee would look good right there. That's kind of a space that's asking for something. Get his little antennae. And let's just put him right here. Oh, one of them smashed. I don't know if it got glue on it. Okay. I think I got it. There we go. Okay. Looks good. But now comes the part. I'm really not quite ready for this part. Okay, this will be glued on here. Now here's the thing. Do I want something behind it? I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to put a piece. Let's see what I have. This is just an example. This isn't what I'm using. I'm going to take a piece and put this on, like so. This is what I almost always do. This is tea towel, and then this will go on top. But I don't know, do I want some other paper? Who knows? So I actually dyed some tea towel. These can be purchased at Walmart. Okay, the first one I think I did was this one. I soaked it for like 24 hours, maybe a little more. So I took it out back and I hung it on a lawn chair or a patio chair. So that's the patio chair mark. So more than likely that's not going to ever bother me, because I'm going to use this in pieces. It's not going to be one big piece. So I didn't like, and out in the daylight, this looks more like a yellowy color than, so I took another piece, or the other half of the towel. I think the two made a towel, the full thing. You can get these at Walmart, either, I think, a 5-pack or a 10-pack. I mean, for like $10 for the 10-pack, if they haven't gone up. This is another, this one I left in less, but it's very similar. It's not quite as dark, but it's almost as dark. It's like, once you squeeze them out, this is what you get. So then I thought, well, let me try again. So I just put one in there for just maybe 15, 20 minutes. Took it out. And then I balled it up like this. I ran it under some water. Then I squeezed it out and opened it up, and this is what I had. So it's kind of, you know, multi-hued. So this is, if you want it lighter, here's a piece that I think I used to wipe up stuff with, like you know, wipe up ink, particularly vintage photo or another brown, and you can get it that light. Or if you rinse this out really well, you probably could have got it very light, but I didn't want it that light. So I'm probably going to take a piece of this one. This is what I was going to look at that I'm going to put on here. Do I want it this dark? Oh, I kind of like that dark. Let me rip a piece off. It's the best way to start it. Just rip it off. It tears very well. So you have these edges. This is, I usually take my seam ripper and undo that and open it. Then you get to this end. I just snip that, but I will save that and use it. I'll open it up. So I'm going to want it to be, let's see, where's my short end? Short end. So I'm going to want it to be kind of, let me just rip it here. Make the decision. This way you can actually look at it. This may be too wide. May not need it quite that wide. So this will be glued on. Yeah, that might be just right. Maybe. Yeah, that's probably about right. And it'll have that much right there. You know, I kind of like that over the other. I don't even have to do it. And then this will be glued on. Now, am I going to put something under here? I don't know. I mean, I could use this. I could use a piece of this, you know, underneath it. Yeah, that might be cute. I'll have to play with that idea. You won't know until I actually do my walkthrough. That's when you'll see all the rest of that. So I will glue that on with, I just bought this Aleene's Clear Tacky Glue. I felt like it might be the same as the, I don't have the bottle. Probably threw it away. This is the fabric glue. I have added acetate to this so many times. And now it's gotten thick again because I really don't use it that much. I decided I was going to start using it more. So I will use this glue to glue this on here. And then I will kind of fray these edges probably. And I'm going to experiment with what I want to use for that. So, well, I just want to show you a couple things that I did before I do my walkthrough. First, I did this one. I printed this exact page and I cut this off. This is what's exactly underneath here. And I put this on as a pocket so that, I don't know, I just wanted to see if I could. So then yesterday, I had this idea. I did the same thing with this page. I printed that and I made this. And I was thinking about making the tag, the exact piece of that, put it in there, but I may not. I may do something else. I don't know. It's just fooling around. Did the one, so then I thought, well, let me do another. Just something that I did. Okay, I just wanted to show you that. Do that together. The making of the front cover piece. So, the next time you see this journal will be the flip through because I'm just about, I think once I get this on there, I'll be done for a while with it. So then I can clean up this whole mess I've got going on here. So until then, have a nice day and thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.